All around the world, people move from one place to another. Sometimes they move to find new jobs. Sometimes they move to escape danger. Sometimes they're looking for freedom, land, or a better life for their families. In history, we call these reasons push and pull factors, and they help explain why large groups of people decided to leave one place and settle in another. A push factor is something that pushes people away from where they are. It might be a dangerous law, a war, poverty, or the loss of traditional ways of life. A pull factor is something that pulls people toward a new place. It might be freedom, safety, jobs, land, or new opportunities. Between 1850 and 1890, there were many reasons why people came to Canada or moved across parts of Canada. Let's look at some of the most important examples. One powerful push factor came from the United States, the Fugitive Slave Act of 1850. This law made it legal for people in the U.S. to capture and return enslaved individuals who had escaped, even if they had reached free states in the North. That meant no place in the U.S. was truly safe for Black people seeking freedom. As a result, many escaped to Canada, where slavery had been abolished earlier in the 1800s. For these individuals and families, the Fugitive Slave Act was a frightening push factor, and Canada became a place of hope. Another push factor was happening further west. As settlers moved across the prairies and buffalo herds began to disappear, Plains First Nations and Métis communities faced major changes. Their traditional way of life, based on hunting and moving with the herds, was collapsing. The loss of buffalo was not only about food. It was about survival, culture, and independence. This forced many people to relocate or sign treaties with the government, which were often unfair or misunderstood. For Indigenous communities, this wasn't just a push, it was a shove, caused by broken promises and changing land use. Meanwhile, many Chinese immigrants arrived in Canada after being pushed out of their own home regions by poverty, war, and famine. In British Columbia, during the gold rush, Chinese miners came hoping to earn money and support their families. Later, they stayed to help build the Canadian Pacific Railway. They faced harsh working conditions and discrimination, but for many it was still better than the struggles they had left behind. Let's talk about some pull factors now. Canada's western land was one of the biggest. The government wanted settlers to move west and farm the land, so they advertised the prairies as a place full of opportunity. Settlers were promised cheap or even free farmland, support from the government, and a fresh start. This pulled many European immigrants, including people from Germany, Ukraine, and Scandinavia, to come build new lives in the Canadian West. Another pull was economic opportunity in Canada's growing cities. As urban centers expanded, factories opened, and transportation routes improved, jobs became more available, especially in cities like Toronto, Montreal, and Hamilton. These jobs often involved hard work for low pay, but they pulled thousands of people from Europe and rural parts of Canada who were hoping to earn a living and start fresh. While the jobs weren't always safe or fair, the possibility of steady income and a new beginning brought many people to settle in and around these cities. There were also economic pull factors. The growth of cities, the building of the railway, and the expansion of industries like fishing, logging, and mining created jobs. These opportunities pulled people from different parts of the world, many of whom arrived in Halifax, Montreal, or Vancouver, and built new communities from scratch. As you can see, the reasons people moved were complex. One person might leave because of violence. Another might leave because they heard there was land and work in a new place. But all of them were making decisions about where they hoped life would be better. Now it's your turn to step into the shoes of a historian. You're going to create a poster that explores the reasons why people came to Canada during the years between 1850 and 1890. You can create a pull poster that shows reasons someone might have chosen to settle in Canada during that time. Or you can create a push poster that shows reasons someone might have left their home country. To complete this challenge, you'll do this. Choose to make either a pull poster or a push poster. A pull poster should show reasons why someone might have chosen to move to Canada. This could include things like job opportunities in growing cities, promises of free land in the West, or the chance to escape violence and build a better life. A push poster should show reasons why someone might have been forced to leave their home country. This might include poverty, political conflict, racism, or unfair treatment under the law, such as the Fugitive Slave Act of 1850, which pushed many people to flee the United States. Your poster should include clear drawings or symbols that represent at least 3 push or pull factors, a short caption or description that explains each push or pull factor. You'll also write a short reflection explaining your choices. Why did you choose these push or pull events? Why were they important to Canada's population during the late 1800s? To help you get inspired, think about the people and events we've talked about. Immigrants fleeing conflict, families coming for farmland, workers recruited for major projects, or those escaping slavery and injustice. Your job is to represent their stories visually and clearly in a way others can learn from.